My name is Jim Estes, and today I'm going to talk about a drill that I think is extremely important for the swing plane. So what I want you to do is, and this by the way is going to give you an instant understanding of exactly the feeling you want to have in the golf swing. Take a club, you can put a rod, alignment rod in the grip, or I'm sorry, in the butt end of the golf club. Take the golf club, turn it like you're going to hold it, and then what I want you to do is take that club, put it right against your left hip, so you're holding both clubs here. Now you've got an alignment rod on the ground and a golf ball, and what I want you to do, getting into your good posture position, your weight over the arches, feel balanced. The insides of the heels are going to be about the width of your hips. Take a swing back, slow motion, and trace with that alignment rod the target line all the way up. The shaft should be parallel to your target line at the top, and then slowly coming down, trace the line. And do this in slow motion. Right into the impact position. So this is a great feedback tool, visual feedback tool for learning the proper swing plane. Go right to your impact position. I encourage you to do this drill in slow motion, and if you have 5 minutes a day, if you do this drill every day, I guarantee you're going to improve your golf swing. So again, I think you'll find this to be extremely helpful. JimEstesGolf.com if you have any questions. It's a great drill. You're going to take the club back to the parallel position. Make sure the shaft is pointing at your right hip. You can see there the club shaft is pointing in right field, not at your right hip. So from that point, you take your right hand off the club and you bring it up to the top. So what will happen is the golf club, because the weight is on the head of the club, it will tip over to the left. Okay. Well, guess what? If you take it back with your left hand, the club's going to be at the right position at the top. If you take it back inside and you grab it with your right hand, this is what you get. You get a club that points to the right. Well, when the shaft points to the right, guess where your path's going to be? To the right. So the club's going to come down. In your case, it didn't come down too much to the inside. That was actually pretty good. So that wasn't really the problem here. The takeaway was the problem with the hook. Okay. Now, that's all we want to do. We want to get that club face looks good at the top. But now, if we were to show you what it should look like, we wouldn't look at this guy swing, but his club looks better at the top. Dead shut, takes it straight up, just a freak athlete, not somebody I would say, oh yeah, try to adopt that swing. Take this guy, he's got a perfect swing. Yeah. His club's pointing right down the line. And that's a bad angle. Let's look at this angle. This is a better angle. This is Matsuyama. That club, I want it to point a little left if it's short of parallel. I don't want him. Alright, this guy, Ryan Palmer. Everybody, oh, he's got a closed face. Oh, does he? You want to see a shut face? Look at that bad boy. That sucker's looking at the ground. Mm-hmm. Now, look how good he looks at the top, though. That club's really nice at the top. It's shut, but the shaft is pointing right down the line. Here's his stance line. Here's his shaft line. And then he's going to come in. He's got really fast lower body to keep that face from closing. He's got to spin that lower body fast. So you can see he sits back, and we're not even going to get into any of all this stuff. I don't even want you to think about it, but basically that takeaway's got to change. Every great player, with the exception of Raymond Floyd, I would say, and Termino, I'd say he took it back pretty much outside. All these guys are taking the club away, like where the club head stays to the outside of their hands, and the shaft points in. It points toward the body. It doesn't point out. And it doesn't really make any difference who I put up here because they all look the same. This is Matsuyama again. Hideki Matsuyama. Little guy, I mean little compared to you, but there it is again. So, yeah, they're all there.
Yeah.
Jordan Spieth, he can play a little. His club, same place. Yep. So, top of the club is looking to the left a little bit. Short of parallel, that shaft should be looking to the left. Why? Because we want it to be parallel to this shaft. That's it. So it's just in geometry. We've got to clean up the geometry a little bit. Now here is a perfect golf swing. This guy doesn't do anything wrong. He's an ATM machine. Club goes up. Perfect at the top. Maybe a touch across the line there, but not much. The club face is a little more open than yours. And he drops it right down the plane. And it gets boring. Good rhythm. But again, the takeaway, pretty much on the plane. His club's not pointed into his body like it should. I mean, like I would like it.
Yeah.
But it doesn't go way underneath either. So, now what controls the shaft is simple. If you take the club away with your left side, the club will want to go over to the left. If you get it in your right hand, it's going to want to go over to the right. It's just that simple.